TIFU by not listening to my husband and ending up in a wheelchair. We decided to finally box up all the old CDs taking up precious shelf space. The box was very heavy, filled with all our memories. Husband had to run out for an essential errand and told me to just leave the box and he'd grab it when he got back and take it to the shed out back. Here comes the foo. I decided I'd just do it myself and save him the work. I managed to heft the box up in my arms and fumbled my way out the door. I got to the top of the deck stairs and knew there were 4 stairs, so I counted since I couldn't see in front of me. Turns out there's actually 5 stairs. I missed the last stair and rolled both ankles, fell to the concrete, skinned up my legs. Within 30 seconds, one ankle was double the size and blue. So here I was, the only adult home with 2 teens and unable to walk. I also had no phone on me, so I started screaming for my daughter, whose window was right above me. Thankfully, she heard me and came running. I had her fetch my phone and first called my husband. He was 25 minutes out, and the pain was unbearable, so I had to call 911. Long story short, after 4 hours in the ER, I came home with a fractured left ankle, severely sprained right ankle, a nice pair of orthopedic boots, a set of crutches, and a script for a wheelchair. Next time, I'm listening to my husband. Oh, and I have to follow up with the ortho doc later this week. TL. Dr. Husband told me not to move a box. I moved said box, fell down the stairs, destroyed both ankles, and have to get a wheelchair. Be very careful with your boot. I accidentally tightened mine too tight, took a painkiller, fell asleep, and woke up to a numb leg. I was worried I had done permanent damage by cutting off the circulation. I ended up being fine, but it could happen, so I like to warn first time boot users about my experience. Plus, a tight boot can trick you into thinking you've got nerve damage and give you excruciating and unnecessary pain when all you need to do is loosen the boot. Edit. Yes, I speak from experience. I sprained my ankle badly on a sneaky last step too. Suddenly, there was a loud snap as my foot folded backwards under me and then bam, 8 weeks in a boot. Don't feel too bad. I was showing my wife, daughter, and some friends how to do the MC Hammer can't touch this dance that should date this and broke my right ankle clean. Even the doctors and nurses were laughing uncontrollably as they heard the story. I feel like Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction with the watch up his ass when I rarely admit to this whole incident, but being in that cast after the first week has got to be worse than hell. I got a lot of signatures though. Similar story that had my doctors and nurses in stitches to XD. I broke my ankle because I was looking for something I accidentally threw away standing up in the back of our trash trailer, wearing slides. Naturally, I felt something slither around my ankle. Looked down to see a big ass black snake curled around me. I flew out of the trailer backwards, screaming with my leg snake and all up in the air. I sorta bounced back a few times before putting the snake free leg straight into a gopher/mole hole. The audible crack, I think, is what finally scared the snake away. It was fun to tell people why I was wearing a giant boot. Is it bad that my first thought is how much did it cost? What is bad is that she didn't call an ambulance first. She thought about saving money by getting her husband to drive her. We lost our uncle recently who called an Uber instead of an ambulance after he fell and hit his head. By the time the driver got there he wasn't responding to get picked up, so the driver left. OMG, that's horrible. Definitely not on the Uber driver. How could they know? I just hate that your uncle had to make that choice. Sorry for your loss. Seems like you reached the end of this video. Please like and subscribe for more, you magnificent human being.